this is a new video for See What This Can Be. Use your imagination and be creative. I'm preparing a gift for my niece and she's a fan of Star Trek. I always like to add some personal things to a present. And she wears Star Trek earrings in basic life. And I have given her a set of them last year. And I thought this year I will make a Star Trek themed jewel box. And with some extra jewelry earrings. I have bought on, let's think, AliExpress and Temu. But there are some of the pairs that are not exactly like I want them to be, so I have to break them down and remake them a little bit. And also there was not much choice, so I have found another creative way in creating some more Star Trek related earrings. But let's first start out with creating a jewelry box. As probably maybe you know, I have fantastic ideas, but I do not have extreme skills in creativity in the sense of making things with my hands. So I always do a little bit of cheating. So you will see how I cheat in this video, and maybe this helps you see what it can be also. I ordered this, I think, on Temu. Please don't hold me to that, because I've collected items through time, and if you really are interested I could look back and find out where exactly what came from. But this is a jewel box and I tried to go for Star Trek related colors, so blue and white. And I've chosen one with an interior that could hold a lot of kinds of earrings, because I'm focusing on earrings here. So here you have one. I hope you can see it with all kinds of little holes. There you can put some earrings, some type of earrings in, and the other earrings could be here or could be here. And if she would wear necklaces or something like that, she could hang them here. Anyway, this is a little bit too simple for me, so I wanted to decorate here with a kind of Star Trek symbol, and I had an option for that, and I will show that to you. I bought this one for €1 with the intention of jiggling off here, so it would be only a circle in bronze, and then stick it on like that. But I don't know if I'm going to be successful. I chose this one because the colors of the box are in it also. So let's see, the blue and the white. So it will complement the box. The only thing would be that if I'm really very strict, I would have to paint the outer rim in silver, because the closure is also silver. So, but first it is the question if I can jiggle this with some tools to become a very simple circle. If that will not succeed, yesterday I prepared a keyring for the spare key, and originally it was this, but it dropped out. So it gave me the idea that if this does not work, I could use this one. This is already ready. But as you can see, the look might be less nice. So it's an emergency option. I'm going to go and try to wiggle this enough to break it free. And this has been only €1. And I will look up what this has been, but I thought €3 or €4, I think. I'll get back to you. Well, I have no idea how to start, but I think this one is made for cutting. And original it's a cutter for branches, etc. So it should be able to do a little cutting. But I don't really know. So I hope it will be able to cut at this thinnest point. But I have to be careful. It fits in nicely, so I put it in. And be very careful because I'm not that handy, of course. And I'm jiggling it. Let's see. There is a little imprint, so it might cost some time. And if it's too much time, I will stop. Yes, it might work, but it will take some time, so I will get back to you later. I thought it did not seem to work very much, so I went for a heavy household pair of scissors, which they advertise with can cut tins, etc, etc. So I went for that and it worked like a charm. So in my opinion, it's always good to have strong household scissors which can cut through bones. I don't know if it can cut through bones, but anyway, those kinds of heavy household which they advertise for cutting through tins. So as you can see, it's nicely rounded now, not really that bad at the side. As I discussed before, to be exactly correct, I would have to adjust to the silver. That also will probably be a solution for concealing a little bit of the damage here. So the next step I am taking is to paint this one silver. To be honest, I often paint things like iron or something like that with nail polish. I don't know how I've ever thought of that. But I, a while ago, a long time ago, was making hair sticks for a hair forum, and we exchanged gifts, we made ourselves, and I then had no paint, and I thought I'm not going to buy a can of paint, especially for only a small hair stick, and then I used the nail polish, so I'm probably going to use nail polish for this one also, but I have to look for a different brush, because as you can see, this is very thin and I don't want to cover the glass dome, so I have to think about how I can do that best, and I will get back to you on that. Oh, and I'm keeping this one also, mainly because of the necklace. You never know if you want to put another pendant or something on it. So always keep stuff like that, because it can be useful for another project. Well, if I remember correctly, the idea of using nail polish was that not a lot of paint sticks well to smooth surfaces. And I was working with sticks that were originally chopsticks and already were lacquered, like good. Anyway, they had a finish, so it was a smooth and surface, and nail polish worked perfectly on that. So, and this case also, because of the metal, might work. I'm going to try. The advantage is if you go outside the lines, you can rub it off, because when it's not dry you can remove it still. So it's not a real risk, and I'm going to see how this kind of silvery nail polish works. I have some other options in case this one does not work. I will get back to you. I succeeded quite nicely. As you can see, I'm going to put it on the box, and I already measured, so it will about be nicely in the middle of the lid. As for glue, I'm not an experienced gluer, but I always use transparent, because otherwise if you make a small mistake, it's easier to spot for other people. And I always look at the tube if it's suitable for the things I'm going to glue. So this glue is for metal. Anyway, sometimes I don't often use glue, it's closed, so I'm currently trying to unclose the top by using a pin. So I hope that will work, and I will get back to you later. And now the pin is sticking to my finger. Okay, let's try to prevent glue putting on everything. My next reworking project is a little bit more difficult. I am not certain I will succeed, but I will try, and it was not expensive in materials, so that's okay. I bought a set of these earrings, but as probably you can see, they're upside down. I don't know why the maker did it that way, but it's wrong. It's maybe a nice design or something, but for a Star Trek fan this does not work. So I thought first I remove the hook, and then we have an eyelet here, but to reuse it as a hook earring I would have to create a hook here, an eyelet here, but that won't work. I have no idea how I should make an eyelet on something solid metal. So the plan here is to remove this hook and then create a little dangle or something from this eyelet, because it's too firm, I think, to remove. So then we have a metal base with a little dangle, maybe in the Star Trek colors, blue and white again, I don't know. I also bought these. They're very small, they're a little bit smaller than I thought they would be, but they are bases for stick earrings. And then I want to put the base with the dangle on it with special jewelry glue I have, and create stick earrings that way. I just hope they are not too large, but maybe I will put the stick here so they start like that and then dangle. So not in the middle, because otherwise they probably stick into the ear. So about here, I think, like that, and then a dangle. To remove the hooks, I have used a round pointed pair of pliers. I think that is it a pair of pliers or is it pliers? Anyway, this one. And I turned open the eyelet at the end. So now I have, let's turn them, these purely. And I'm going to create some dangles from them. And I think maybe indeed white and blue. So it will be variable with a lot of items. And since the basic color is white also. So I have to start with a blue bead. Otherwise it's white on white. So blue, white, etc, etc. And I think not too long, because otherwise they are getting very longish to wear. Well, I have changed my mind. I think they are a little bit too long to be stud earrings, and I came across this in my materials. I hope you can see it. It does not really focus, but it's a eyelet and a piece of metal. And normally you put on beads and an end bead that is a half bead, and you bend it so it stays together, and you open the eyelet and you attach it to something. But I thought, if I stick this at the back, we have, I hope it focuses, an eyelet on the top, and it can be put on a hook that goes through your ear. But I have to test if this, and then I of course cut it off, will stick on. And then in this I have decided to put only a blue bead, because a dangle probably would not look Star Trek like. It's not a modern design, and I have very small beads in blue that fit right into this little hole. So it will be as an extra kind of stone under it. But I have first test this, because as soon as I put the bead in, it probably will not be able to be flat enough to stick together. So I'm first doing this, and if that works, I'm going to put a little blue bead here. This is the end result of me creating a kind of emblem and putting it on the jewelry box. And as you can see, it worked out nicely. Not perfect, but it adds an extra touch, and it makes it kind of a slightly futuristic Star Trek jewelry box. And this is the end result of what I call the X upside down earrings. As you can see, it worked out nicely also. And as I said, I cheated by using this on the back. But all in all, I'm quite happy with the result. Well, let's continue. And this is a completely different kind of cheating, or see what it can be. I was looking for Star Trek related charms on the internet and couldn't find them except on Etsy, where they were about $2.50 each, and that was excluding shipping. So maybe including shipping would be €3 or €4 each. But when I was searching on AliExpress with the term charms and Star Trek, up came a charm bracelet. And as I said, see what it can be. She does not wear bracelets, but on this charm bracelet there are a lot of charms. But to make earrings, oh, let's do it correctly. To make earrings, you have to have, of course, 2 of each. And I concluded that the A's were different from each other, each representing a department. So on the first view it seems like the A's are the same, but they aren't. So to have doubles of each, I had to buy another bracelet. So I have at least 2 of each now. The bracelets were about €2.50 each. But as I said, that's almost the price of one charm at Etsy without shipping. So it's very cost effective. And okay, I have some charms left over, but I will keep them for another project. And also the charm bracelet, even if I remove the Star Trek charms, I will try to leave it as intact as possible. So if in the future I would want to attach some other charms, it's still possible. So it's kind of a great deal compared to buying loose charms on Etsy, and also a case of see what it can be. I can remove the charms, make earrings from them, and keep a charm bracelet without charms to add some charms of my own choosing or for another product. So it's a great deal, and I have a lot of choice in charms. Now I have to choose which charms to use, and I must say I won't be going for the A-shaped charms, because the earrings I bought two styles of earrings. One pair of very small studs and a pair of larger studs, but they both contain the logo of the A, and that's yes, because there are now other kinds of earrings available. So I might go for Klingon. There are some Klingon related charms on it. I have seen where it is. A botlet. I hope I pronounce it correctly. And I have two of them. But I don't know if that's very recognizable. But anyway, it's an option for me. And I have seen the emblem of the Klingon Empire. I hope you can see it. This one will probably work out very nicely, because it's kind of in the same area of the Starfleet logo. So this definitely will be an earring. I will open this little ring and then have the charm, and maybe because it's so small I might add some beads in the Klingon colors on it, so it's more of a dangle with some beads. But I have to be careful because it still has to be a little futuristic, but even though might work with some small beads. So this is the end of the dangle, and maybe live long and prosper hand pair of earrings. I'm in doubt about the botlet. I'm sorry, I don't speak Klingon. Or is it Klingonese? I don't know. I'm a fan of Star Trek myself, but I'm not a Trekkie, so I like TOS and also the newer ones, but I do not have extreme amounts of Star Trek knowledge. I just enjoy watching the series, and I don't think the botlet is immediately recognizable. I hope you can see it a little bit. It's more obscure looking sign, so I will go for the live long and prosper, I think, and the Klingon Empire dangle. And there's a phaser also, but I don't think that also is very recognizable as a phaser. So let's go at first for two kinds of earrings and then see how we continue. Well, I am going to work, and I will get back to you later with the results. As you can see, the Klingon emblem is not exactly as it should be. I think it should end here in a point also, but I can understand why they did it this way, because at a point ending they wouldn't have been able to adjust this to a ringlet. So I have to see if I can create a point impression here, maybe by using a permanent marker or something, or I could try painting it and then ending the paint in a point here. I'll have to think about it and I will show you the results. Well, I do not know exactly how it looks on camera, but I decided to go for a simple shading, so the forms would be more defined. Simple shading with a black permanent marker. This is the result. I hope you can see it a little bit. I decided to go for a painted red bag. I didn't have black or red beads as I previously discussed, but maybe it's better that way because it's more futuristic this way. Because I have chosen to define the triangle part more with a black marker, I could not paint the triangle part black in combination with the red bag, as that is the sign as I know it. But I googled on the internet and turned out there were also insignias which were silver with a red bag, so I went for this. It's not perfectly painted, but it's the thought that counts, and again I'm sorry, with nail polish. So this gives an idea. Since I did not want to make another pair of dangle earrings, I decided to go and do it this way. At the back I will make a swirl of raisin like I do with some other jewelry I made for the foundation. And then I will stick this Loyal Prosper hand on it. And as you can see, I use the little eyelets immediately directly to attach to the hook. So let's see how this will work out. And this is the end result. So now we have the finished result. That is the pimped jewelry box, a set of bold earrings, another set of bold earrings, and 3 sets of handmade earrings by me. So that's it. I'm glad it worked out fine. It's always a surprise for me because I improvise all the time. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye!